The French winter sales are coming. There's a lot more to sales in France than just discounted prices. There are lots of rules, too. Chances are, no matter where you live, you expect there to be after-Christmas retail sales, an opportunity for merchants to sell overstocked merchandise, and to reduce inventory for an annual tax-related inventory. It's often a great opportunity for consumers. And you might expect other kinds of sales throughout the course of the year as the seasons come and go, and demand for certain goods rises and ebbs. In France, things are just a little bit different. Discounted retail sales are regulated by law, and the two biggest sales of the year are the soldes d'hiver, or winter sales, and the soldes d'été, the summer sales. I was reminded of this today by an email from servicepublic.fr, a website that disseminates useful information about official services and administrative processes in France. This message detailed the effective dates of the winter sales throughout mainland France, January 8th through February 4th, and its overseas territories. The dates vary in various French departments. The announcement explains the dates of the sale this way. The winter sales start on the second Wednesday of January at 8 a.m. This date is brought forward to the first Wednesday of January, when the second Wednesday falls after the 12th of the month. For opponents of regulation, the fact that dates of major discounted sales by retailers are fixed by the government and are limited to 2 occasions during the year probably looks like a case study of regulatory overreach, but there's much more to it than just setting the dates. First, let's consider that there are various kinds of sales that are legally recognized. The major fixed sales mentioned above that happen twice annually. 2 weeks of additional floating sales are allowed at times that merchants can choose, as long as they're not during the month preceding the official fixed sales. Destockage, or clearance sales, can happen at any time for purposes of clearing excessive or seasonal stock, but strict rules on pricing and returns policy apply. Promotion ponctuelle, which are one-off promotional sales intended to increase sales of certain items, not to reduce stock, and they are not permitted during the biannual fixed sales. Liquidation sales are permitted with official permission when a business ceases trading or substantially changes its business. Regulations governing such sales are quite detailed. They control what can and must be said in advertisements of sales, how both normal sales price and discounted price are to be displayed, whether merchandise can be restocked during a sale, the sale of defective merchandise, and returns policy. Violations can occur either intentionally or through a lack of understanding of the regulations, and consumers are advised to be aware that abuses do occur. There can be severe penalties for violations of the regulations. But wait, there's more. Sometimes merchants will place their goods on the footpath or sidewalk in front of the shop, or advertise with a sign that says braderie, meaning a sidewalk or clearance sale, which otherwise falls under one of the categories described above. But a braderie can be more loosely defined as a private one-time sale of goods by an individual, like a brocante or flea market, or a vide-grenier, a boot or garage or yard sale, and regulations apply to these as well. All 3 types of sales, braderie, brocante, and vide-grenier, fall into the category of vente au déballage, or roughly translated, box sales. An individual can only hold 2 such sales annually. One must register with the police and sign a statement of honor, swearing not to hold more than 1 such event in a given year, and items for sale must be limited to personal or used items only. If you have created the items for sale yourself, additional regulations apply. And of course, income from such sales might or might not be subject to taxation. Like I said, if you're an anti-regulations kind of person, the rules governing how retailers and private individuals alike are allowed to place their goods on sale probably seems excessive, stereotypically French, or both. But on the bright side, in France, you always know when the biggest sales of the year take place, and the law tends to be on the side of the consumer. Thanks for listening.